Hello all, this is Dr. Rajni Sharma, Associate Professor English. I deliver this lecture for Gyandoot 2.0. My topic today is Professions for Women, written by Virginia Woolf. First we shall have an introduction to the writer. Virginia Woolf was born on January 2, 1882 in London. She was one of the most important modernist writers. She was a founder member of Bloomsbury Group. She was an essayist, diarist, book reviewer, novelist, and orator. She was a pioneer in the use of stream of consciousness, a narrative technique. She was one of the strongest figures of feminism. Her famous works include Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, Orlando, The Waves, A Room of One's Own, and she passed away in the year 1941. The present essay, Professions for Women, is a part of a speech Woolf gave on January 21, 1931 for National Society for Women's Services. It was later published in The Death of the Moth and Other Essays posthumously. The essay addresses the women who want to work in professional fields and the difficulties faced by them, as all fields are male-dominated. In an autobiographical tone, Woolf shares her own experiences when she started writing. She was hindered by her own timid consciousness of being a woman who was incompetent to write. With a great difficulty, she overcame this situation. Woolf also pays homage to her predecessors who made her path smooth by facing the challenges before her entry, and in this way smoothens the path for all women writers. Now we shall have the important extracts from the essay, and I will explain them one by one. Articles have to be about something. Mine, I seem to remember, was about a novel by a famous man. Woolf says she wanted to become self-dependent and she chose the profession of writing. And she is describing how she started writing in this passage. Articles have to be about something. She had to write about some topic, so she chose the critical evaluation, or we can say review of a novel written by a famous man. While I was writing this review, I discovered that if I were going to review books, I should need to do battle with a certain phantom. And being a woman, she was very timid to write a review of a book written by a man. So she confesses she had to battle, she had to struggle with a phantom, a kind of ghost. The phantom was a woman, and when I came to know her better, I called her after the heroine of a famous poem, The Angel in the House. She had to struggle the woman inside her, and this woman was very timid. She gave this woman a name, The Angel in the House, and this a title has been taken from a very famous poem of the time written by Coventry Patmore, and she calls her Angel in the House. It was she who used to come between me and my paper when I was writing reviews. Whenever she started writing the book review of Man, this angel came in between the papers and between Woolf. In this way, she was unable to write. It was she who bothered me and wasted my time and so tormented me that at last I killed her. In this way, Woolf had to take a very bold step. She killed this angel in the house. By this angel in the house, Woolf means of every woman who is devoted to the house. She plays the role of an angel. She is doing good to others, but she is torturing herself, taking revenge from herself because she doesn't care for herself. She has no wish or will of her own. You who come of a younger and happier generation may not have heard of her. You may not know what I mean by the angel in the house. Addressing the woman present there, Wolf confesses that she is aware of that angel, but the audience are not aware of them. You may not know what I mean by angel in the house. I will describe her as shortly as I can. And she claims that she will describe in few words this angel in the house. She was intensely sympathetic. She was immensely charming. She was utterly unselfish. In this way, this angel had all the good qualities. She is called an angel because she is angelic. She is very sympathetic, she is very beautiful, and she is unselfish. She excelled in the difficult arts of family life, and she is devoted to the family. She sacrificed herself daily. If there was chicken, she took the leg. If there was draught, she sat in it. In short, she was so constituted that she never had a mind or a wish of her own. This woman was taught from her childhood that she has to make sacrifices only. In this way, in this era, all women had to make sacrifices only, and they thought they had no right to enjoy life. They had every duty to sacrifice themselves for their family. In this way, they were taking frugal diet, they were facing drought, and they never had a mind or wish of their own, but preferred to sympathize always with minds and wishes of others. And these angels in the house, which were present in every house, they were thinking for others. They were worrying for others. Above all, I need not say, she was pure. And this angel was the most required quality for a woman, and that is purity. This angel was pure also. I took my pen in my hand to review that novel by a famous man. She slipped behind me and whispered, "My dear, you are a young woman. You are writing about a book that has been written by a man. Be sympathetic, be tender, flatter, deceive. Use all arts and wiles of her sex. Never let anybody guess that you have a mind of your own. Above all, be pure." And she made as if to guide my pen. This angel, when Woolf was writing the book review of a man's book, she cautioned Woolf. This angel made her aware that she is a woman and she has no right to write very frankly, very honestly, and to reveal all the weak points of the book. And she suggested Woolf to be sympathize with the writer, to be tender, to flatter him, praise him, deceive all. She should not bring to notice of the readers the weak points of the book and use the shortcomings of the book, and use all arts and wiles of her sex. Female sex is known to be very tricky, to be very clever, and she says use all that character of a woman to deceive, to cheat, to bully. Never let anybody guess that you have a mind of your own. Don't let others that you can think. You know their weaknesses. And above all, be pure. And she made me. And in this way, she left no choice for Woolf. She did not let her to have any independent decision, and she was guiding the pen of her. I turned upon her and caught her by throat. Woolf is irritated, and she caught this woman by throat. I did my best to kill her. My excuse, if I ever had to be in the court of law, would be that I acted in self-defense. Here, Woolf is making it clear that it is a legal right to save oneself. One can kill the attacker. In this way, she killed the assaulter, and that was for self-defense only, because this angel was going to kill her. Had I not killed, she would have killed me. Killed me here. Woolf by killed me means the writer inside her. If Woolf had not killed that angel, if she had not killed the spirit that she is a woman, she should sacrifice, she should write very false things, she should praise male dominated society, she should praise their books. If she had not done that, this angel would have killed the writer inside her, her independent feeling, her independent willpower. She would have plucked the heart of my writing. In this way, the heart of the writing, which is that writer should be frank, writer should be just, and she should be above all very neutral in writing. That spirit should have been taken from her writing if she had not killed that angel. I found, but directly I put my pen to paper. You cannot review a novel without having a mind of your own. So while reviewing a novel, you have to apply your mind. You have to think very, judiciously. You have to think very impartially, and without expressing what you think to be the truth about human relations, morality, and sex. All these questions, according to the angel in the house, cannot be dealt with freely and openly by women. They must charm, they must conciliate, they must bluntly tell lies if they are. So the angel in the house was cautioning her that her duty is to be chaste, to charm, to look beautiful, and all that. And woman has no any other writer to show her mind. She can show her physique, she can show her beauty, she can charm, she can attract others, but she has no right to use her mind. A novelist's chief desire is to be as unconscious as possible. He has to induce in himself a state of perpetual lethargy. He wants life to proceed with the utmost quiet and regularity. He wants to see the same faces, to read the same books, to do the same things day after day, month after month while he is writing, so that nothing may break the illusion in which he is living, so that nothing may disturb or disquiet the mysterious gnawings about, feelings around, darts, dashes, and sudden discoveries of that very shy and elusive spirit, the imagination. Here, the writer is telling the mental condition of a writer. When a writer is writing a book, he or she doesn't want any changes. He wants to be in a state of lethargy. He wants sameness, no changes, so that the imagination should not be disturbed. A novelist's chief desire is to be unconscious. So every novelist, when he or she is writing a novel, has to become unconscious. He or she is not conscious of surroundings, not conscious of the timing, not conscious of the all around them. He has to induce in himself a state of perpetual lethargy, and the writer has to be in lethargy. He has to be in a very lazy mood, not to welcome any kind of changes. He not very active either physically, so that mind should be active. He wants life to proceed with the utmost quiet and regularity. And in life also, they want sloth, they want laziness, they want no changes or no disquiet. Only quiet and regularity is welcome by them. He wants to see the same faces, to read the same books, to do the same thing. So sameness is the first necessity, first requirement of writing. If changes are there, then the writer inside is disturbed, the imagination is disturbed. Not to disturb the imagination is the first condition of being a successful writer. Month after month, day after day, while he is writing, nothing may break the illusion in which he is living. So the writer is living in illusion of the story he is going to write. So the story should not disturb, because every time he is weaving a web inside the mind and he doesn't want to come out, no change is required or welcome by him. So nothing may disturb or disquiet the mysterious gnawings about. So he is all the time having mysterious thoughts, mysterious feelings, and these should not be disturbed. Neither darts or dashes and sudden discoveries should not be there. And the spirit is very elusive inside, that is imagination. Imagination is very shy, very elusive. It doesn't want any changes. These were the two of the adventures of my professional life. So here Woolf is admitting that she did two very bold things in her life. First was killing the angel in the house. She killed the womanly spirit inside her. This womanly spirit was in every house. Every woman was living a life of an angel. She is doing good to others and she is tolerating everything bad to herself. I think I solved. So she died. This angel in the house died, and Woolf was triumphant. But the second, telling the truth about my own experiences as a body, I don't think I solved. And the other aim before her was telling truth about her own, telling her own experiences as a body, how she feels as a woman, and she could not solve this problem. The first problem of killing the angel in the house was solved, and second problem, revealing herself as a woman, as a body, she couldn't. I doubt that any woman has solved, and she is dubious. She is doubtful that any woman has succeeded in that. She thinks that every woman is failing in that aim. The obstacles against her are still immensely powerful. Why woman is not succeeding to reveal herself as a woman, as a body? Because circumstances are very bad. All around there are obstacles, hurdles are there, and they are very difficult to define. And things can't be defined in easy terms. Outwardly, what is simpler than to write books? Outwardly, it seems that writing is a very easy profession. Outwardly, what obstacles are there for a woman rather than for a man? Outwardly, it seems that men and women have same challenges, same difficulties. Inwardly, I think the case is very different. But when one is thinking from the viewpoint of a woman, then it is very difficult thing. She still has many ghosts to fight. Though she has killed the angel, but the ghosts are still there. All around, male spirits are there who, like ghosts, are going to torture her, to torment her. There are many prejudices that woman is weak, woman can't write, woman can't review the books written by male, and she has to overcome that. She has to be victorious over that. You have one rooms of your own in the house, either two exclusively owned by men. You are able, though not without great labor and effort, to pay the rent. You are earning your £500 a year, but this freedom is only a beginning. The room is your own, but it is still bare. Here, Woolf is putting forth the challenges before women. Those partial success has been got. A woman has made a room of her own. She has made a place in a male-dominated society. In this way, she is partially successful, but this success is not total success. Though she has won by her great labor, by her efforts, she has won the room, but still she has to arrange for rent. Though she is earning £500 a year, but this freedom is only a beginning. The room is her own, but this room is where? This is without furniture. It has to be furnished. It has to be decorated. It has to be shared. So she has to show her talent in decorating that room, in furnishing that room. In this way, though she has claimed to write, to become a doctor, to become an engineer, to become an officer, but she has to show her talent. Room she has got, opportunities she has got, but she has to show her talent as one is showing her talent by decorating the room. How are we going to furnish it? How are you going to decorate it? With whom are you going to share it? And upon what terms? These, I think, are the questions that most importance and interest. So still, many more challenges are there. Though women have got a place for themselves, they have got the permission of the society to proceed forward, to talk, to walk shoulder with shoulder, but still there are many problems on their way, and they have to win that. In this way, Virginia Woolf has a role. She has put forth the problems faced by women. There are many features of the essay. Essay is full of feminism. It is putting forward the rights of women, the challenges before women, and the total support for women is required. It is a part of a lecture of history of women in early 40s. And this lecture is given by Virginia Woolf, I told you before, women of a society. And she is telling what kind of condition of women was in 1940s. And this essay raises voice for better social conditions because women are a half of the population. If women are not in a good condition, then society can never improve. In this way, Woolf, in very beginning of 20th century, just raised that voice. She was with women and she was challenging men-dominated society because society can never make progress if women are lagging behind. And this essay is throwing light on the socio-cultural history of pre-war London before Second World War, how women were facing some problems, though they were endeavoring to come forward to join various sectors of the society, but still they were facing many challenges, and the essay is professional in turn. That's all. Thanks a lot for being with me.